Go get it, 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 y'all. Go get it, 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 y'all. Hey, I'm your host, Double P. Going to give it about a minute here before I start off this live Sunday edition of Premier Sports Talk. Running back, water, Peyton, pass the field, go stay, I'm shaking. My team like a lie, ain't no giant slaying. Rookie of the year, ain't even try, ain't even play it. I've been all across the globe, from the third to the A. I just want to get paid, cut the grass, find the snakes in my field. I'm the one, find the deal, sign the 30 more seconds, I'm going to kick this off. When you come in, do me a favor. Help this content get pushed out. Hit that thumbs up. Feel free to drop your comments. And share the channel. And ask them to share it with a friend of a friend or a family member. I'm Double P, host of Premier Sports Talk. Again, I'm Double P, host of Premier Sports Talk. Got another live edition for you here on a Sunday. I know I ain't been on here so frequently, but I needed to drop this one because I got so much content to drop this week here. I'm Double P, host of Premier Sports Talk. Do me a favor, when you come in, let me know where you're watching from. I'm originally from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Black and gold man, Pittsburgh Steelers. But I live and retire down here in the ATL. But let me know where you're watching from. You can help this live feed go out by hitting that thumbs up button and dropping your comments. On today's segment, you know what's crazy is I tried to go live twice earlier today. I wanted to drop this earlier, but both times when I went live, I didn't even get 2 minutes into the feed. And then the subdivision here, it was in several areas here where I reside at, where different subdivisions had a loss of power. So maybe somebody was dealing, was messing with the power transmission or whatever the case may be. But it just so happened, unfortunately, twice when I tried to go live, it just shut off my live feed. But I'm hoping I can get through this one. So I'm shortening this particular live episode. I want to make sure I can push through it and get to it. So try to keep it to 30 minutes. This particular airing, I'll be discussing NFL restructuring of a QB's contract. I'm going to be talking about what's going on in the NBA since the NBA trade deadline. Because that Mr. Harden, that James Harden, he's a bad man, y'all. He may choke in the playoffs, but during the regular season, he's a bad man. And then what's crazy is that the NFL, the combine starts tomorrow. On Monday, the NFL combine starts tomorrow, if you didn't know. And then the next key date after that is on March the 9th. Teams can start talking to free agents. They call that the legal tampering date, March the 9th, and then free agency goes into effect on March 11th. So, I know many NFL teams have many needs. And let me just push forward with this. So like I said, typically they wait till training camp, the OTAs, the optional training camp, and I just can't believe how one of the uniforms already leaked out. Check this out, y'all. Now, see, I'm old school. I got a little age on me, but I think I still look good for my age. But this uniform right here, y'all, whenever y'all tap in and watch this, do me a favor, down in the comments, this came out and leaked already, which is crazy. This is already leaked. One of the Tennessee Titans uniforms for 2026. This came out. But I got a little trivia question for you. This uniform belonged to another team some years ago. And I would like y'all down in the chat is to tell me this particular uniform, this is one of the Tennessee Titans 2026 uniforms that leaked out already. tell me, where did this uniform originally come from, y'all? It blew my mind because I totally forgot all about it. And I was a young teenager back then when this uniform first came out. But this is the new Tennessee Titans 2026 uniform. So I need y'all to tell me in the chat what uniform right here, this redo, this remake for the 2026 Titans, tell me what uniform, tell me what team originally had this type of uniform. I know somebody knows. I know somebody knows. Somebody's a NFL historian can tell me down in the chat. Let me know. The chat's open. I do believe I got it up open to the public. So make sure whenever you watch this airing, whether you're watching it live now or whenever you tap in and watch it, put down in the chat, one, if you like the Tennessee Titans new uniform. Two, if you can tell me what other team had this particular look uniform back in the day. And then, you don't know who this is. This was the #1 draft pick last year, Cam Ward. Let me know what type of season you think Cam Ward's going to have. What type of season you think Tennessee Titans going to have. They got rid of their coach, Robert Saleh, who used to be a head coach for the New York Jets when Aaron Rodgers was back there and ended up getting Robert Saleh fired. Robert Saleh was also two-time defensive coordinator for the San Francisco 49ers. Let me know what y'all think what the Tennessee Titans is going to do. Today was a good day, y'all. Like I said, the chat should be open, so drop your comments in there. Again, what type of season do you think Cam Ward's going to have? This is the new look, one of the uniforms for the Tennessee Titans. Do you like it? Yes or no? And can you tell me what team back in the day had a similar look? So, but like I was saying, this is a good day for the Tennessee Titans. I mean, this was a good day. This was a good day for the USA. Not only did the women's hockey team won a gold, but our men, United States hockey men, it's been 46 years since our men won the gold medal, y'all. So I want to say congratulations not only to the women, but to the men who was in a 46-year drought. They won the gold medal early this morning. I woke up, I was on the road, I was driving, and I was tapped into the game. It was a really good game. I don't even follow hockey like that, but the game was so intense and so close. The goalie for the USA, he had 42 shots, puck shot against him. He only gave up one score. That was phenomenal within itself. So again, I just want to say congratulations to United States women and the men for both getting a gold medal. So what you may not know is check this out. I didn't know this till yesterday, y'all. Hold on, let me remove this. My apologies. I didn't know this till yesterday. Clarissa Shields. I gotta put my focus on. Hold on. Clarissa Shields is fighting tonight, y'all. Heavyweight champion, and if she wins, she's gonna be the undisputed heavyweight champion for the women. Clarissa Shields is fighting tonight. It's going to be at the Little Caesars Arena. I was like, damn, what? Little Caesars got an arena named after them, which is located in Detroit. And like you see, it says live on Danza. So I don't think it's going to take all night to see this fight. I got a link I can go in here and watch this. You know what? I'm actually going to watch it on Twitch. I may go live on Twitch and do a double live airing tonight. But I'm looking forward to see what Clarissa Shields does in this fight tonight. You know, I didn't even know she was fighting tonight. I was in here looking for some future content, but she looks good, y'all. She looks good. Let me show you what she got going on. Boy, do y'all hear the punches? Boy, do y'all hear the punches?
But she can't stop it. Ooh. She can see what's gonna happen to her, but she can't stop what's gonna happen to her. It don't matter how much she sees. She can stood there right there with Pat back. What you gonna do about it Sunday? Okay. What you gonna do? Okay. When that right hand coming at you?
That's tonight, y'all. Clarissa Shields is fighting tonight, but listen to the sounds of these punches hitting the glove. Like a female Mike Tyson.
She can see it, but she can't stop it. Ooh. She can see what's gonna happen to her, but she can't stop what's gonna happen to her. It don't matter how much she sees. She can stood there right there with Pat back. What you gonna do about it Sunday?
Okay.
What you gonna do?
Okay.
When that right hand coming at you.
So like I said, that fight's tonight. It's at Little Caesars Arena, which is located in Detroit. It's gonna be live on Dance. I'm gonna go on Twitch and see. I'm hoping somebody else will show the fight on Twitch. Because on Twitch you can show live things and you won't get kicked off like we do on YouTube here. But yeah, she's fighting a woman by the name of Cruz DeZorn. I have no idea who she is. They can almost look like they can pass for sisters, y'all. So I didn't even do no research on her. I just know the fight's tonight. I came across this yesterday on X, and I saw where, you know, they was posting this, and she's fighting tonight up in Detroit. So I'm going to be trying to catch somebody doing a live feed on this tonight. Clarissa Shields fighting Cruz DeZorn. It's going to be for the undisputed heavyweight woman championship. She'll have all 3 belts if she beats this young lady tonight. You know, like I said, today was a good day on this Sunday with the U.S. men winning the gold medal, but also on the Olympics. If you don't know, you're about to know. If you don't know who that is kneeling down, that is Myles Garret, NFL Defensive Player of the Year, NFL leading sack leader with 23 sacks. He even posted today saying that in this 2026 year, he wants to break his own record and get 25 sacks this year. As long as he stays healthy, he got a chance. If he can stay healthy, he has a chance. But I want to wish congratulations to Myles Garret. He's been going out with Miss Chloe Kim for a while now. She won a silver medalist in the skiing event. What's crazy is, though, before Myles Garret got engaged to Chloe, he gave her a pink Jeep. He gave her a pink Jeep last week also. So it's a beautiful thing for Miss Chloe Kim. She had a memorable week. She got a Jeep, a pink Jeep. She won a silver medal. I think she would have won gold, but she fell on one of her times going downhill, and she gets engaged. Beautiful thing, a beautiful thing, a beautiful thing. But again, I'm Double P, host of Premier Sports Talk. The chat should be open. Do me a favor, drop your comments wherever you're watching from. And then what type of content would you like? There will be no Shedeur Sanders content on the day's airing. There is so much going on with Shedeur, not because of Shedeur, but because of the media. And I'm not talking about the Cleveland Browns media. I'm not talking about the Cleveland Browns organization media. I'm talking about the beat writers up there. They doing that false propaganda and narrative anybody but Shedeur. But let me show you something here. So with the NFL season, over, we got the NFL Combine coming up tomorrow on Monday, on the 23rd. There's not much to talk about. So there's a lot of rage bait going on, People spinning false narratives or saying things to get up underneath of our skin. But before I get to that, I want to talk about this one NFL QB restructured his contract. And when the franchise quarterback restructures their contracts, it does so much for the team. And I'm going to read this right here. It says the Chiefs and the Patrick Mahomes have agreed to restructure his deal for this season that clears, listen to this, over $43 million in cap space. That's why the Kansas City Chiefs or a winning organization, except for last year. Chiefs fell off the mountain. Patrick Mahomes got injured. They didn't make the playoffs. Everybody has a down year. You can't be king of the mountain all the time. But Patrick Mahomes already restructured his current contract that clears out $43 million of cap space. Mahomes' cap number went from $78 million. Mind blowing. Patrick Mahomes' contract, $78 million. Oh my God. Googly-goo. And it saved the team. He moved it down to $34 million. Little over $34 million. Look at that. Cleared up $43 million for the team. You know what the Chiefs can do with that money? The combine starts tomorrow. Then we got the free agency. They can talk to the players legally on the 9th. Free agency starts on the 11th. But you can look at that. It cleared up $43 million. The Chiefs can easily get either 2 high-end players in free agency or get at least 2 to 3. That's how good teams stay good. Because when you got a franchise quarterback willing to restructure his contract from $78 million, clears out $43 million, and the team is able to use that for draft picks or free agents. Beautiful thing, beautiful thing. So, like I said, the Chiefs is up front with it. They say the early bird gets the worm. Kansas City Chiefs organizations already had that talk with Patrick Mahomes. I know he's hungry since he got hurt last year and didn't play in the playoffs. He wants to get back in the playoffs. He wants to get back to the Super Bowl. So check this out. Here are some other NFL quarterbacks who are going to need to restructure their contract in order for their team to have any chance of being successful this year. We already know about Deshaun Watson. He hasn't played because of having 2 torn Achilles injuries back to back. He had a fractured shoulder. He hasn't played, but you know it's going to be the Shedeur Sanders and Deshaun Watson show. Don't know what's going to happen to Dylan Gabriel, but we'll include him too. But I already know the reason why the Browns are not cutting Deshaun Watson, because if they do, they will lose $80 million. And this year, a lot of people want to say cut Deshaun Watson. If they cut Deshaun Watson, Jimmy Haslam would lose $80 million up front, and they could not get any players. For the first time in NFL history, the Cleveland Browns may have to, out of free agency in the draft, get 5 brand new offensive linemen because of how the team has been ran in the past. Lamar Jackson, his salary is $74 million. Dak Prescott, his up there with Lamar Jackson, his salary is $74 million. Jared Goff, his salary is $69 million. Josh Allen, his salary is $56 million. I call him Choke Allen. Sorry, Buffalo Bills fan, it is what it is. But all this money to throw football, y'all, truly amazing. But if they restructure the deal, Goff would get $42 million, Jackson would get $39, Watson would get dropped down to $35. But it would save the team. It would save the Detroit Lions $42 million if Goff restructures his contract. If Jackson restructures his contract, Baltimore Ravens will save $39 million. Browns could save $35 million. And the Cowboys could save $30 million. Like I said, how much time? What time is it? What time is it? Going on 20 minutes. I just want to keep this to 30. I don't want no more power outages to occur. But like I was saying to y'all, there's something called rage bait season. And that's when the NFL season ends and people throws all kind of content out there to get people upset. They throw all kind of content out there to get people upset. But let me give you an update before I show you the rage bait content and what's going on out here. Give you an example of it anyway. Let me show you the update on Michael Parsons here, y'all. Michael Parsons come to the stage. I apologize. I hit the wrong thing. But Michael Parsons, his rehab is doing good. Anybody that watched the Pro Bowl or saw any of the highlights of the Pro Bowl, we saw Michael Parsons riding in a motorized chair. But this is Michael Parsons doing his rehab. I remember when I had to do rehab back-to-back years, double hip replacements. So it's looking like he's progressing there. That's Michael Parsons, progressing with his rehab. I'm hoping to see him fully healthy and being able to play somewhere in this NFL season so to help the Green Bay Packers out. So like I told y'all, with the NFL season over, NFL combines coming up, free agencies coming up, training camp will be coming up here starting in July. But there's a lot of rage bait clicks going on out here. And let me give you an example of some rage bait. This is Shannon Sharp and Ocho, and they're having a big debate battle about how the new offensive coordinator for the Baltimore Ravens have called out Lamar Jackson. I don't want to run my mouth too much. I'm going to just let y'all listen to it. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts about this. And see if you can catch where they telling themselves where they're doing this for clicks.
Let's check in. Are you serious?
I'm asking you.
Are you?
A guy that won 6 Super Bowls got called out, but a guy that hadn't been to the Super Bowl, he's above reproach.
You know what? Don't worry about it. Okay. I said what we're not going to do is we're not going to have common sense here.
Let me show this again, y'all. If you look at the very end, you're going to see Shannon Sharp to the left. They cut it because he starts laughing. But listen to this. This is an example of rage bait for clicks.
Done before, Ocho. Come on, what is it that you don't understand, Ocho?
You don't call out your fucking franchise quarterback.
Whoa!
But you
You
don't
said he
understand.
was talking to him.
You don't
You
call
said
out
you
your
weren't
quarterback.
talking to him.
No matter what. You don't do
Hold
it.
on.
You don't do it. You gonna piss him
Hold
off.
on.
You know that.
Did Belichick call out Brady?
You're going to piss
Did
your
Belichick
quarterback
call
off.
out Brady?
You talk about they won 6 Super Bowls together, 5 Super Bowls. What are you talking
And he
about?
called out Tom Brady, who he won 6 Super Bowls with. But you mean to tell me Lamar Jackson can't get called out?
So you really compare Lamar Jackson to Tom Brady?
That's what I'm asking you.
Are we doing
That's
that?
what I'm asking
Are
you.
calling
That's the point.
No, listen. Let me finish. The new offensive coordinator, who I don't even effing know, calls out the franchise quarterback, and you're comparing that to what Tom Brady and Bill Belichick did? Are you serious?
I'm asking you.
Are you serious?
A guy that won 6 Super Bowls got called out, but a guy that hadn't been to the Super Bowl, he's above reproach.
You know what? Don't worry about it. Okay. I said what we're not going to do is we're not going to have common sense here.
So there we go, y'all. Prime example of rage bait content to get a reaction out of us. Ocho Cinco played for the Cincinnati Bengals, played for the Patriots, gone ballistic over Lamar Jackson, where the new offensive coordinator is calling him out. And he got all in his feelings. He got all in his feelings on this live airing. It just occurred. So even my Pittsburgh Steelers, Joey Porter, who won the Super Bowl with Ben Roethlisberger, he done let the cat out the bag, and he's saying some derogatory things about Big Ben. And then he even got into it with James Harrison. So, but let me let y'all check this out. My Pittsburgh Steelers, Joey Porter, talking about Big Ben Roethlisberger. Again, example of rage bait to get our blood pressure to rise.
It's foul of all foul. He's not a good teammate. Won a Super Bowl with him, but the person, he's just not a good teammate. Give me an example. Who y'all talking about? Y'all talking about James?
I mean, James has been vocal, as has Ben. Both have been vocal.
They tell the version of the story in Pittsburgh that they want to tell. And I told him, I said, how can you say he's not a great coach? Well, everything that happened good to you in football was under his watch. Your Debo name, when I played with you was James Harris. Under Mike, 3 or 4 Pro Bowls, Defense Player of the Year, played in 2 championships, paid you over 50-something million. You think the head coach didn't have his hand in making that player? Then why would you take a shot at the guy who changed your life? Because Coward didn't change your life. Coward cut you 3 times. I didn't agree with none of it because I just feel like you took a shot at Mike. And you know, in this space, Mike ain't gonna defend himself in this space. Well, he broke the brotherhood, then 7 definitely broke the brotherhood because like the shit that 7 did that we don't talk about is crazy. Out of anybody should talk, he should never grab a microphone and really talk Steeler business. Because if we talking Steeler business, his ass is foul of all foul. Like the shit that he's did is foul of all foul. He's not a good teammate. Won a Super Bowl with him, but the person, he's just not a good teammate.
The reporter, he let the cat out the bag, y'all. He let the cat out the bag on Big Ben Roethlisberger. And then he went in on James Harrison, talking about how Bill Cowher cut him 3 times, but how he's, backstabbing Mike Tomlin. But it is what it is. Only got 2 more segments here. I want to talk about since I want to talk about the NBA briefly here. Since the NBA trade deadline has wrapped up for about going on 2 weeks now, James Harden got traded from the Clippers, went to the Cleveland Browns, and boy, oh boy. Excuse me, I said Cleveland Browns. I meant to say Cleveland Cavaliers. Cleveland Cavaliers was almost having a problem being able to play in the play-in, but since James Harden got traded from the Clippers, to the Clippers, Cleveland Cavaliers have been on a tear. They won. They lost today to OKC, 121 to 113. It was a really good game. I had my eyes on the game. James Harden balled out. Donovan Mitchell balled out. Really good game. But Cavs lost 121 to 113, gave a valiant effort. But James Harden is a bad man. I think he put so much effort in during the regular season that he runs out of gas during the playoffs, and that's why he never balls out in the playoffs. But James Harden's a bad man. So I'm going to show you the James Harden clip, what Donovan Mitchell has to say about it. And then I'm going to show you something where Shiloh was at on Friday. This Friday that just passed. Today is Sunday. And he says he's retiring, y'all. Shiloh Sanders is saying he's retiring. Just hold on. Let me show you this clip of the Cavaliers.
Don's going to have to get this.
Man, my apologies. Here we go.
And then all of a sudden, Don jumped. I was running back on defense, like,
a pass that you were able to just throw down. How good as a player does it feel to have a guy that can get you the ball and put it right where it needs to be?
I mean, honestly, I didn't even think I was going to dunk it. And he threw it up there, and I went and got it. I was really nervous about falling on
Mitchell.
His name, whoever it was under me. That was pretty much my only concern. That's why I hung on the rim. But that's special pass. He knew how to knew to put it there. Knew to act like he was shooting it, and I'm definitely putting that one on the wall for sure.
So I'm gonna show y'all
the pass that you were able to just throw down. How good as a player does it feel to have a guy that can get you the ball and put it right where it needs to be?
I mean, honestly, I didn't even think I was going to dunk it. And he threw it up there, and I went and got it. I was really nervous about falling on.
They only been playing together for 2 weeks.
Whoever it was under me. That was pretty much my only concern. That's why I hung on the rim. But that's special pass. He knew how to knew to put it there. Knew to act like he was shooting it, and I'm definitely putting that one on the wall for sure.
So I was crazy. I was trailing the play. He threw it. I really didn't. I saw Don at first, like early, and then I looked as he threw the lob. I was like, "Where's Don?" Like, I couldn't even see him. I was like, "No way, Don's going to have to get this in traffic." And then all of a sudden, Don jumped. I was running back on defense, like, "That really just happened?"
So yeah, Since James Harden has been going on 2 weeks now, came to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cleveland Cavaliers been on the tear. Right now, currently, Detroit Pistons is number 1. Excuse me. New York Knicks is number 2. Cavaliers is number 3. So I wanted to give you some of that NBA content here. But Shiloh Sanders, y'all. I got to make sure I remove this. Shiloh Sanders says he is retiring. Shiloh said he's retired. As soon as I can locate it, my apologies. Shiloh Sanders has made a formal announcement, and you're about to hear it with your own ears.
Moment that he knew he f***ed up.
I'm done, bro. I'm done. You know what happened? I hit the front lip.
Let me show this again. I am so happy that Shiloh didn't get seriously hurt on this show. He said he's done. This was this past Friday. Today's Sunday. This just happened. He went back to Colorado. He's been wanting to go snowboarding. And after you see what happened to him, if you haven't seen it, you're about to see it. He says he's officially done. You know, he's still, I don't know if he's just going to retire and not play in the NFL anymore, but he don't need to be doing no dangerous SHIT. Check this out, y'all.
This moment that he knew he f***ed up.
I'm done, bro. I'm done. You know what happened? I hit the front lip.
So there you go. Shiloh got balled up. You know, if you want to see Shiloh, you can check him out on YouTube, on his YouTube channel, where it's about I think it's like a 12-minute post, him going snowboarding up there. I'm glad that he didn't break anything, he didn't tear anything, but he got really hurt in that particular, that fall there, but he's saying he's retired. He ain't retired from football. At least he ain't came out and said that yet, but he got balled up there on Friday. He could have really got hurt. So just wanted to come on here. I think I hit this 30-minute mark. Wanted to drop these short content with you. I'm coming on at least 3 times this upcoming week on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, or Tuesday and Thursday, whatever the case may be. I'm Double P, host of Premier Sports Talk. Thank you for supporting me, because without your support, there is no Premier Sports Talk. On the path to 4,000 subscribers, wherever you're watching this from, hit that thumbs up button. It'll help spread the this live airing out. Drop your comments. Let me know where you're from, who your favorite NFL team is. And if you enjoyed the comment, scroll over, hit that share, and send it to somebody. Thank you for blessing me, and may you be blessed back double fold. Not only you, but your extended family. Hey, God is good all the time, and don't you ever doubt it. Just listen to this. This is Will Anderson from the Houston Texans. Got a word for you.
Just to be sitting in this room, God literally takes the least likely and uses him to spread his word. You guys are such an inspiration to me, because I battle daily. I'm like, God, are you sure? Like, God, but in his word, God says we are his masterpieces. He said, I have created you in my image. This year, more than any year of my life, man, I tell you, I have grown to know Jesus Christ for who he is, not for what the world says he is, not for what the church says he is, but for what his word says he is. And, you know, all the accolades are fine. The all pros, the Pro Bowls are fine. But I felt so overwhelmed with joy this year, because I said, God, let our light shine so bright before others, that when others see us, Lord, they glorify your name. And to see how I've impacted, how I've been an inspiration for the kingdom, that's what I'm most proud about. God has truly been at work. What God's been doing back then, he's still doing now. How God is still changing lives back then, he's changing lives now. And to walk in here and to see all the lives that he's changed, all the people that he's touched, it's just been so beautiful to see. So I'm just so humbled, man, as a 24-year-old, to be shown the stage and to be in this room with a bunch of men who gave their lives to Christ. It gives me so much hope and so much inspiration to know that God is still working. So I appreciate y'all, man.